Hi, it's Crossing the Line by Angus Maciver. Today I will demonstrate Chapter 19, The Secret Treasure. Let's get started. For more details on the chapter and for online classes, please comment below. Oh, WhatsApp the show number on the thumbnail. I hope you have read the chapter. Let's get started with the questions on the story. Questions on the story. Number 1. In what country did the story take place? Holland. Number 2. Describe the home of Hans Bloom. A small but comfortable little cottage. Number 3. How did he obtain a living? By cultivating a few fields, snaring game in the neighboring woods, and fishing in the nearby river. Number 4. What kind of woman was his wife Nanette? Nanette. She is a very talkative woman. Number 5. What was Hans doing when he discovered the treasure? He was plowing. Number 6. Name the season of the year. Spring. Number 7. Why was he worried about his newly found wealth? If his wife finds out, as everyone in the village would know about the treasure because his wife was one of the village gossips and could not keep a secret. Also, he would have to give away the treasure to the district count and might get punished of keeping a treasure. Number 8. What did he do with the box containing the treasure? He secured it at the place where he found the treasure and went home. Number 9. What animal was yoked into the plow? Ass. Number 10. What vow did Nanette make when Hans told her of his wonderful luck? Not to reveal the discovery to anyone, not even to their dearest friends. What did Hans do with the trapped hare? He placed it in his bag. Number 12. What did he do with the fish caught on his lines? He placed the fish in the snares that were in the woods. Number 13. Which animals did Hans mention as living most of their lives in water? The fish, trout. Number 14. Relate the story which he told his wife about a count. The count burst into the butcher's shop and with temper threw a leg of mutton at the butcher. However, the count soon regretted his hasty action, for the butcher, chopper in hand, chased his lordship down the street. Number 15. For how long did Nanette keep the secret of the treasure? 3 days. Number 16. What happened to Hans when the count heard of his discovery? Hans was arrested by 2 of the count's soldiers and taken to the castle to appear before his lordship. Number 17. What excuse did he make for his wife's story? His wife imagines many stupid notions to be true. Number 18. Who brought Nanette before the count? 2 guards. Number 19. Why did she completely lose her temper? Because her husband said that she has silly notions, as the count too laughed at her sayings about the fish in the snares and the hare caught in the fishing line. She lost her temper. Number 20. What advice did the count give to Hans? To take his wife home before she could imagine anything stupid in front of the court. That is the end of questions on the story. Let's get started with interesting facts. Questions on the interesting facts. Number 1A. Give a popular name for Holland. B. What name is given to natives of the country? A. Netherlands. B. Dutch. Number 2. A. How is the sea prevented from flooding the land? B. What is the meaning of the word Holland? A. People have constructed sand dunes and high embankments and built huge walls or dikes to prevent water from flooding farms. B. Land of the wood. Hold. Number 3. Name 2 products for which Holland is famous. Bulb farms of flowers, cheese making. Number 4. What would you see in Holland if you went there in late April? Trade between various towns within Holland. The barge skippers and their families and their children live on the main canals. Number 5. How are great quantities of goods transported? Through canals. Number 6. What is the purpose of much Dutch windmills? To pump the surface water from the fields into the rivers and canals. Number 7. What dish do Dutch children like? Dutch children like. How is it made? Hot lightning. It is made by mashing boiled potatoes and boiled apples together with some bacon dripping and is served very hot with the meal course. Number 8. Holland was one of the greatest countries in the world. To what was this due? Holland has good sailors, and this has helped to make their country prosperous and wealthy. They had the world's largest leading sea power. Holland still has a very large merchant fleet. Number 9. What war broke out between the British and Dutch settlers in South Africa? Because of a quarrel, it had led to a Boer War from 1899 to 1902. Number 10. Name the language of the Dutch settlers in Africa. Afrikaans. That is the end of interesting facts. Let's get started with development exercises. Development exercises. Number 1. Point out on the map A. Holland, B. the Netherlands Antilles, and C. South Africa. Holland is here. It is also called Netherlands. The Netherlands Antilles. The Netherlands Antilles are here. You can see the yellow color in the Caribbean Sea. This is South Africa. Number 2. In Holland, the windmill is used to drain surface water from the fields. For what purpose was the windmill used in Britain? Why it was not a great success? And what kind of mill took its place? How is wheat ground into flour nowadays? In Britain, windmills were primarily used for grinding grain into flour, although they also served other purposes like pumping water and storing wood. Their use declined due to the increasing efficiency and power of steam engines and the availability of cheap imported wheat. Steam-powered and later electric mills replaced windmills in Britain because they could produce grain and other products faster and in larger quantities, especially at large ports and industrial centers. Modern wheat is ground into flour through a multi-step industrial process that uses large roller mills and sieves to separate the endosperm from the bran and germ. The weight is first cleaned, then passed through a series of rollers that gradually break the grains apart and separate the parts. Finally, the endosperm is milled into fine flour, and different flours can be blended to meet specific product requirements. Number 3. Hans used an axe to pull his plow. What other creatures are sometimes used for this work? What is the modern method of plowing? Animals used for plowing include oxen, horses, donkeys, mules, and water buffaloes. Modern plowing includes high-tech methods like GPS-guided precision plowing and rotary tilling, as well as more sustainable practices such as zero-tillage, no-till farming, and conservation tillage. These techniques use advanced machinery, often tractor-mounted, to improve efficiency, reduce soil erosion, conserve moisture, and optimize the depth and coverage of the soil. Number 4. The Dutch are famous flower growers. Name and describe briefly 4 garden flowers. B. 4 wildflowers. Flower name and description. Flower name, peony. Long description would be long-lasting perennials that bloom in colors like cream and pastel pink. Flower name tulip, easy to grow bulbs that come in a wide range of colors. Lily, flowering plants with large prominent flowers in various colors and a sweet fragrance. Dahlia, flowers that are easy to grow but their tubers need to be stored in cold climates. Bluebell, an iconic and enchanting wildflower, known for creating stunning displays of violet color in woodlands, especially in the spring. White yarrow, a graceful perennial plant with clusters of creamy white star-shaped flowers and aromatic fern-like foliage. Purple coneflower, a perennial with large daisy-like flowers known for attracting pollinators and providing a lasting garden display. Water hyacinth, an aquatic plant from tropical South America that is considered a pest in some areas for choking waterways. It has large shiny leaves and tall spikes of pretty purplish blue flowers with a golden yellow spot on one of the petals. Number 5. Some animals like the otter and the seal spend most of their lives in water. Do you know of any other such animals? Which of them closely resemble fish? Dolphins and whales. These marine mammals have streamlined bodies and flippers, which are adaptations for an entirely aquatic lifestyle. Sea turtles, these reptiles have flippers for swimming and live their entire lives in the ocean, except for females who come ashore to lay eggs. Seals, sea lions, and walruses. While they can come on land, these marine mammals are fully at home in the water, using flippers to propel themselves. Number 6, the butcher, chopper in hand, chase a count down the street, who, in the course of their daily work, use the following: owl, pick, razor, saw, spanner. Owl is used by a carpenter. Pick is used by a guitarist. Razor is used by a barber. Saw is used by a woodcutter. Spanner is used by a plumber. Number 7. Snaring is a method of hunting by which the victims are trapped. Which animals are mostly caught by means of traps? Animals most commonly caught in traps include various fur-bearing mammals like raccoons, coyotes, beavers, foxes, bobcats, and muskrats. Number 8. In the Netherlands, a great amount of goods is transported on the canals. What is the difference between a river and a canal? Name 2 world-famous canals and point them out on the map. The main difference is that a river is a natural waterway, while a canal is man-made. These are the world famous canals: Panama Canal, Erie Canal, Manchester Ship Canal here, Albert Canal, Suez Canal, Kiel Canal, Gotha Canal, Moscow Canal, Volga Don Ship Canal, Beijing Hangzhou Canal. That is the end of today's lesson. And that is the end of today's chapter. See you with another exciting chapter. That is chapter number 20. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. DJ Academy. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching.